Hi, welcome to my channel. Today we look at the top of the table crunch game between Liverpool and Manchester City from Anfield in the English Premier League. The eagerly awaited clash was not short of any excitement and they lived to the expectations of the top two in the Premier League. It had drama from the start to the finish. Liverpool were confident coming into the game after a very well deserved win over Real Madrid in the Champions League midweek. It was Liverpool who came out victorious with a 2-0 scoreline with goals from Gakpo and Salah to seal the game and take a commanding 9-point lead at the Premier League summit. An unfamiliar stage for Liverpool, though. The first goal was a brilliant ball from Trent Alexander-Arnold to find Salah, his measured pass for Gakpo to score Liverpool's first of the night. Salah scored from the spot after Luis Diaz was bundled down by Ortega for Liverpool's second goal of the night. The defeat for Manchester City means no win in 7 games and an unfamiliar fifth on the league table at this stage of the season, and 11 points drift from Liverpool, the leaders. The result is also going to give Manchester City their fourth defeat in the Premier League, an unfamiliar warranted territory and a record in Pep's career as coach, this time with Manchester City. Well, let's look at the key talking points from the game. Unsolved Liverpool's gameplay. Liverpool have not left out any steam from the Klopp era. They seem to carry on with the same energy, power, and pace into Onslaught's helm as well. Also, an indication that changes doesn't necessarily hamper teams' performance, unlike elsewhere in the Premier League. Liverpool's side looked very balanced from defense to attack. So much consistency, great teamwork, very compact setup. They offered very little and no space or gaps at all in their 4-3-3 attacking setup. Transition very nicely from attack into defense in Liverpool's gameplay. The consistency in their gameplay also makes them very clinical in front of the goal, as did Gakpo in the first half. An's approach to keep the ball patiently, finding a gap and hitting the opponent seems to be working very well and successfully so far in his helm at Liverpool. Well, let's look at Manchester City's midfield woes. Manchester City missed Rodri this season. Without his presence and to carry the team through the midfield consistently, there isn't anyone who can fill that gap today for City. Pep played Gundogan and Bernardo Silva, who could have worked well with other games, but not in Anfield. It backfired as Liverpool took control of the midfield and sprung their attacks against a shaky Manchester City defense. Well, injury concerns have not helped Manchester City and Pep either. Having Kovacic or Radri would be the answer for midfield in the for City in their setup. Without their which they're going to glare more defeats in the season. Well, some potential reinforcements during January transfer window could be an alternative for Manchester City to explore. Well, win for Liverpool at Anfield was Onslaught's 18th in 20 games, an excellent result so far. They've been very consistent at home and away this season under the new manager. They're on top of the Champions League points table as well and are 9 points clear on top of the Premier League table, as with 34 points from 13 games in the Premier League. Onslaught would like to continue his team's form as games come in thick and fast during the December timeframe. Pep Guardiola would definitely like to have both his midfield gentlemen in Rodri and Kovacic to come into the starting lineup so they can remain consistent and take some more wins coming up in the games in December. Well, that's it from my side. Please provide your comments and likes and subscribe to my channel for more such reviews. Until next time, take care.